After months of uncertainty in space, NASA's stranded astronauts finally welcomed their replacements aboard the International Space Station, ISS. The long-awaited arrival of a fresh crew marks a critical transition, bringing an end to an unprecedented 9-month stay for Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams, who had been forced to remain in orbit due to technical failures with their return capsule. Now, with the successful docking of SpaceX's Falcon 9 Dragon shuttle, relief has arrived in the form of Crew 10, a team of 4 highly trained astronauts ready to take on the next phase of ISS operations. Launching from Kennedy Space Center in Florida, the Falcon 9 Dragon carried its passengers on a 24-hour journey before seamlessly connecting with the orbiting laboratory. This mission, a testament to the precision and reliability of SpaceX's growing role in human spaceflight, represents not only a routine crew rotation, but also a significant shift in the station's research and maintenance efforts. As Crew 10 steps aboard, their arrival brings fresh energy, expertise, and a renewed focus on scientific exploration, technology demonstrations, and the essential upkeep of the station. But who exactly are the 4 astronauts leading this mission? Each member of Crew 10 brings a unique background and specialization, contributing to the success of this critical operation. From seasoned space veterans to first-time flyers, their collective skills will drive innovation and ensure the continued functionality of the ISS. As they settle into their new home, their journey represents the next chapter in humanity's quest for knowledge beyond Earth's bounds. Commander Michael Barrett, a highly experienced NASA astronaut and physician, leads Crew 10 with a wealth of knowledge in spaceflight and medical expertise. Having previously served on Expeditions 19 and 20, Barrett is no stranger to long-duration missions aboard the International Space Station. His past experience as a flight surgeon before becoming an astronaut has provided him with a deep understanding of the physiological challenges astronauts face in microgravity. As commander, his primary responsibilities include ensuring the safety and success of the mission, overseeing navigation, and maintaining operational protocols. His leadership is critical, as he not only manages the crew's day-to-day operations, but also ensures that all mission objectives are met efficiently. Barrett's extensive background in space medicine also makes him an invaluable resource for monitoring the crew's health and mitigating any medical issues that may arise during their extended stay aboard the ISS. His ability to remain calm under pressure, coupled with his technical and medical expertise, reinforces his role as a pivotal figure in the Crew 10 mission. Serving as the pilot of Crew 10, NASA astronaut Jeanette Epps brings a unique and impressive resume to the mission. As an aerospace engineer, she has spent years preparing for her first long-duration stay in space, and this mission represents the culmination of years of rigorous training. Before joining NASA, Epps worked as a CIA intelligence officer, analyzing data and working on national security projects. Her technical skills were further honed through her work as an aerospace engineer at Boeing, where she specialized in designing advanced aeronautical systems. Now, as the co-pilot of the Falcon 9 Dragon, she plays a crucial role in assisting with flight operations, monitoring spacecraft systems, and ensuring a smooth docking process. Her ability to analyze complex situations and adapt to rapidly changing conditions makes her a valuable asset to the mission. This flight is also a historic moment for Epps, marking her first time in space and highlighting her determination to contribute to the ongoing advancements in human space exploration. Once aboard the ISS, she will take on a variety of research tasks, focusing on scientific experiments and technology demonstrations that will support future deep space missions. Her presence on Crew 10 adds another layer of expertise to an already well-rounded team, ensuring that every aspect of the mission is carried out with precision. Among the 4 crew members, Russian cosmonaut Alexander Grebenkin represents Roscosmos, bringing his skills in aviation and engineering to the Crew 10 mission. This marks his first spaceflight, a significant milestone in his career as a cosmonaut. Trained extensively in spacecraft systems, flight dynamics, and extravehicular activity (EVA) procedures, Grebenkin has spent years preparing for this moment. His role aboard the ISS primarily involves conducting scientific experiments, many of which are part of ongoing international collaborations between NASA and Roscosmos. His background in aviation engineering gives him an edge in handling station maintenance tasks, ensuring that all systems function optimally. Grebenkin's presence on Crew 10 underscores the continued cooperation between the United States and Russia in space exploration, even amidst geopolitical tensions on Earth. His contributions to various research projects, particularly in life sciences and physics, will help advance scientific knowledge and pave the way for future missions beyond low Earth orbit. As a first-time astronaut, he will also undergo an adaptation period, adjusting to life in microgravity while learning the nuances of working aboard the ISS. His enthusiasm and technical proficiency make him a strong addition to the team, ready to tackle the challenges of extended space travel. Rounding out the Crew 10 team is mission specialist Matthew Dominic, a U.S. Navy test pilot and first-time astronaut. His extensive background in flying high-performance aircraft, particularly FA-18 jets, has equipped him with the skills needed to operate in high-stakes environments. As a test pilot, he has been trained to handle unpredictable situations, making quick, calculated decisions under pressure, an ability that will serve him well in space. This mission marks his first opportunity to apply those skills in a zero-gravity environment, where he will be responsible for supporting scientific experiments, station maintenance, and potentially participating in extravehicular activities, EVAs. His role is critical in ensuring that the station remains fully operational, as he will assist in troubleshooting technical issues. As they settle into life aboard the ISS, they will take over operations from the outgoing team, ensuring a seamless transition while continuing the vital work of scientific discovery and technological advancement. Their arrival not only marks the successful rotation of personnel on the station, but also highlights the ongoing evolution of human spaceflight, where international cooperation and cutting-edge technology drive humanity further into the cosmos. Crew 10's mission is more than just a routine exchange of astronauts. It is a testament to the resilience, adaptability, and dedication required to explore the final frontier. The journey of Crew 10 aboard the SpaceX Falcon 9 Dragon shuttle was a highly anticipated event, but like many space missions, it did not go entirely as planned. Originally scheduled to launch from Kennedy Space Center in Florida, the mission faced a last-minute delay due to a mechanical issue with the hydraulic arm of the launch tower. This arm, responsible for stabilizing and supporting the rocket before liftoff, required urgent repairs before NASA and SpaceX could give the final go-ahead. While delays are common in spaceflight to ensure safety and mission success, this minor setback pushed the launch back by a full day. When the issue was resolved, the Falcon 9 rocket finally ignited, propelling the Dragon capsule and its 4 crew members into the sky. With the rumble of engines and a fiery ascent, Crew 10 officially embarked on their journey to the International Space Station. Once in orbit, the spacecraft began a carefully calculated 24-hour journey toward the ISS. This phase required constant coordination between NASA, SpaceX, and Roscosmos, as the capsule needed to align perfectly with the station's orbit to ensure a successful docking. The crew conducted periodic system checks to ensure all spacecraft functions were operating as expected. While modern technology allows for largely automated flights, the astronauts remained vigilant, ready to take manual control if necessary. The journey itself was relatively smooth, with the crew experiencing microgravity almost immediately after reaching orbit. As they adjusted to the weightlessness of space, they also took time to prepare for the docking sequence, reviewing procedures and ensuring all necessary systems were in place for a seamless arrival. Approaching the ISS requires precise calculations and split-second timing. The space station orbits Earth at an altitude of approximately 420 kilometers, 260 miles, and travels at an incredible speed of 28,000 kilometers per hour, 17,500 miles per hour. To successfully dock, the Dragon capsule had to match the station's velocity and position itself within a tight window of approach. The docking procedure was an intricate process, relying on a combination of automated guidance and astronaut oversight. Using onboard sensors, cameras, and GPS data, the spacecraft carefully maneuvered toward its designated docking port. The final approach was slow and controlled, ensuring that no sudden movements could jeopardize the delicate procedure. As the Falcon 9 Dragon capsule made its final connection with the ISS, cheers erupted in the mission control centers on Earth. For the astronauts aboard both the spacecraft and the station, the moment was just as emotional. After 9 months of uncertainty, the stranded NASA astronauts, Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams, finally saw their replacements arrive. The onboard hatch was carefully opened, and Crew 10 members were greeted with warm embraces and handshakes as they entered the station. The significance of this moment was not lost on the astronauts, as it represented both the culmination of months of preparation and the beginning of a new phase of ISS operations. Wilmore and Williams, who had initially been scheduled for a much shorter mission, expressed their relief and gratitude for Crew 10's arrival, knowing that their long-overdue return to Earth was now within reach. With the official handover process set to begin, the 4 newcomers quickly adapted to their new surroundings, getting a full briefing from their predecessors on the station's current status. They familiarized themselves with ongoing research projects, maintenance tasks, and daily operational procedures. The transition was smooth, thanks to the professionalism and extensive training of both the departing and incoming crews. Now fully integrated into the station's routines, Crew 10 was ready to take on their mission objectives, marking the beginning of yet another crucial chapter in the ongoing story of human space exploration. Once Crew 10 settled aboard the International Space Station, they immediately began their mission objectives, focusing on scientific experiments, maintenance, and adapting to life in microgravity. Their work is essential to the ongoing research aboard the ISS, which serves as a floating laboratory for experiments in biological and physical sciences, as well as technology demonstrations aimed at future deep space missions, including those to Mars. One of the primary scientific objectives of Crew 10 is conducting biological research to better understand how prolonged space travel affects the human body. Scientists on Earth are keen to study muscle atrophy, bone density loss, and changes in the cardiovascular system that occur in microgravity. By monitoring the astronauts' physiological responses, researchers can develop countermeasures to protect future space travelers, particularly for missions that may last months or even years beyond Earth's orbit. Another key area of study involves plant growth experiments, which test how crops can be cultivated in space. This research is crucial for long-term space missions, where astronauts may need to grow their own food to sustain themselves. Crew 10 will also be involved in physical science experiments, including studies on fluid dynamics in microgravity, combustion reactions, and the behavior of various materials in space, research that could lead to improvements in manufacturing, medicine, and energy production back on Earth. Technology demonstrations are another important component of Crew 10's mission. As NASA and its partners continue to prepare for missions beyond low Earth orbit, Testing new technologies in the microgravity environment of the ISS is a necessary step. The crew will oversee tests of new life support systems, radiation shielding, and autonomous robotic assistance that could be used on future lunar and Martian missions. One particularly exciting experiment involves testing spacecraft docking systems and propulsion technologies that will be vital for upcoming Artemis missions to the Moon. By gathering data from these experiments in real-world space conditions, Crew 10 will contribute to the development of future space exploration capabilities. In addition to research, maintaining the ISS is a crucial part of Crew 10's responsibilities. The station is a complex structure that requires constant upkeep to ensure its continued functionality. The crew will conduct routine inspections of the station's systems, monitoring air circulation, electrical power, and communication networks. If any technical issues arise, they will troubleshoot and repair them as needed. Scheduled maintenance includes replacing aging equipment, updating software systems, and ensuring that scientific instruments are functioning correctly. The crew may also be called upon to perform extravehicular activities, EVAs, or spacewalks, to make external repairs to the station. These challenging operations require extensive preparation, including practicing in NASA's Neutral Buoyancy Lab on Earth before launch. If an EVA is necessary, the astronauts will don their spacesuits, exit the station, and carefully maneuver outside to complete their tasks while tethered to the structure. While their work is demanding, Crew 10 must also adapt to the realities of daily life in space. One of the biggest adjustments is sleeping in microgravity. Unlike on Earth, astronauts do not have traditional beds. Instead, they sleep in sleeping bags tethered to the walls of their small personal quarters. Without gravity, there is no up or down, and astronauts must learn to sleep in a way that prevents them from floating around. Another major challenge is maintaining physical fitness. In microgravity, the body loses muscle mass and bone density at a rapid rate, so astronauts must exercise for at least 2 hours every day. The ISS is equipped with a treadmill, a stationary bicycle, and resistance-based weightlifting equipment designed to simulate the effects of gravity. Nutrition is also a critical aspect of crew adaptation. Food on the ISS is specially prepared and packaged to prevent crumbs and spills, which could float away and interfere with equipment. Crew 10 will have access to a variety of meals, including rehydrated fruits and vegetables, vacuum-sealed meats, and specially formulated snacks. Eating in microgravity can be a strange experience at first, as liquids form floating spheres and must be consumed through straws in sealed containers. Despite these challenges, astronauts often celebrate special occasions with space dinners, where they gather to share meals and boost morale. Staying connected with Earth is another important aspect of life aboard the ISS. Crew 10 will have regular communication with Mission Control, providing updates on their work and receiving instructions for upcoming tasks. They can also send emails, make video calls with their families, and even participate in live interviews with the media. Psychological well-being is a key concern during long-duration missions, so maintaining personal connections with loved ones and engaging in leisure activities, such as watching movies, listening to music, or even playing musical instruments, helps astronauts cope with isolation. As Crew 10 continues their mission, they will balance their time between scientific research, station maintenance, and adjusting to life in space. Their work is not only essential for the continued operation of the ISS, but also for paving the way for future space exploration, ensuring that humanity is prepared for the next great leap beyond Earth's orbit. With Crew 10 now fully aboard the International Space Station, the official handover process has begun. This transition is a critical phase in every crew rotation, ensuring that incoming astronauts are fully briefed on the station's current status, ongoing experiments, and any technical issues that require attention. Wilmore and Williams, who have spent an unprecedented 9 months in space due to the unexpected delay of their return, are carefully updating Crew 10 on all aspects of station operations. This process involves transferring responsibilities for scientific research, maintenance tasks, and daily routines that keep the ISS running smoothly. From understanding which experiments require immediate attention to familiarizing themselves with scheduled maintenance procedures, Crew 10 must quickly absorb a vast amount of information to continue operations seamlessly. As Crew 10 settles in, Wilmore and Williams prepare for their long-overdue return to Earth, which is scheduled for Thursday. Unlike their arrival on the Boeing Starliner, which faced propulsion issues that led to their extended stay, they will be using a different return capsule deemed safe for re-entry. NASA has been working closely with its partners to ensure that the return process is executed flawlessly, minimizing any further delays. Their re-entry and splashdown will be carefully monitored, as their extended stay in microgravity means their bodies have undergone significant physiological changes. Upon landing, medical teams will be on standby to assist them as they readjust to Earth's gravity after spending far longer in orbit than originally planned. Looking ahead, SpaceX continues to solidify its role as a key player in human spaceflight. With multiple successful crewed missions under its belt, the company is proving to be an essential partner for NASA in maintaining the ISS and facilitating long-duration missions. The Crew Dragon capsule's reliability and efficiency have made it the preferred vehicle for astronaut transport, and SpaceX's ambitions go beyond low Earth orbit. As NASA shifts its focus toward deep space exploration with the Artemis program and eventual missions to Mars, SpaceX is developing new technologies, including the Starship system, which could revolutionize human spaceflight. The success of Crew 10 and its predecessors highlights the increasing reliance on commercial spaceflight partners to sustain and advance space exploration. With Crew 10 now fully aboard, a new chapter begins for the ISS. Their work will push the boundaries of space exploration, while their predecessors prepare for a long-awaited journey home. As Wilmore and Williams bid farewell to their extended mission, Crew 10 takes on the responsibility of continuing humanity's presence in space, ensuring that scientific discovery and technological advancements remain at the forefront of our journey beyond Earth.